Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. So today I want to share with you guys a new update to my home screen setup on my iPhone 11. So let's get started. So of course, in the beginning, in my what's on my iPhone 11, nothing really has changed in the top 3 rows. I still have the Messages app right there, the App Store, the Settings app, of course, the Clock app, YouTube Studio app, of course, Mac Cache, which is of course my favorite go-to app to read everything Apple stuff, the Nest app to control, of course, my Nest thermostat here, Spectre, of course, awesome slow shutter photography, Darkroom, my go-to editing app before I share on Instagram or even in my portfolio whenever I take photos on my iPhone 11. Next, of course, is the Shortcuts app, which I thought I would never have in my main home screen because in iOS 12 I was never really used shortcuts. I played around with it maybe for a day or two, and then after that I just stopped using it because I didn't find any use for it myself. But that all changed here in iOS 13. And of course the Apollo app to read on Reddit, and then this cool SCRL app, which is a cool photo app for your Instagram stories or your Instagram feed or other social network stuff that you want to do. So this is where it changes my setup from what's on my iPhone 11 video. I now have shortcuts installed in my home screen. So of course in iOS, I think i11 or 12 or maybe even earlier than that, when Apple introduced shortcuts, you were able to add shortcuts to your home screen and add them as app icons, and then you could quickly access your shortcuts from the home screen. So this person from Mac Stories, Federico Vichichi, was the guy who created Mac Stories and everything. He's really into shortcuts, and he got me into it. I read a lot of his blogs, and I read a lot of his stories and everything. And so yeah, I've been dabbing around shortcuts, trying to find useful shortcuts for me. And these are the shortcuts that I've been using a lot now for the past month since I gotten the iPhone 11 now. So let's begin and share with you guys some of these shortcuts. So the first one is the Add to Do shortcut. So the Add to Do, of course, will quickly open the Reminders app to quickly add a to-do or a reminder, in the Reminders app. So yeah, it's just a really useful shortcut that's really fun to tap, of course, and you could quickly add a reminder to the Reminders app. Next, we have Add to Things. So Add to Things, of course, is a shortcut that quickly lets me add a to-do to Things 3, which is my favorite, one of my favorite apps in the iOS ecosystem. And so yeah, I could quickly just add a new to-do without having to open the Things app and then tap the square circular to add a new to-do. I could have a shortcut now to quickly access that without having to open the main app. Next, we have Search YouTube. So Search YouTube is a cool way to quickly search for whatever you're looking for. So there we go. I found myself right there. And so yeah, you could quickly search for anything you want with Search YouTube. So you could search for MKBHD. There we go. And there it will open up his area right there. So you could quickly search for whatever YouTuber or video with this shortcut, which is really neat. So yeah, it's just an awesome way to search for anything you're looking for. So let's see if it works for this one. And there we go. So we have videos of dogs right there. Next, we have the App Store update shortcut. So in, of course, iOS 13, Apple changed the App Store a bit where they don't have a dedicated tab now for the update area. For your apps, you have to click the App Store and then tap your photo, and then from there you'll see your what apps need to be updated or if all the apps have been updated. And this shortcut, of course, just takes you directly to that part of the App Store without you having to open the main App Store and tap your photo to access your app updates. I'm not going to launch it just because it has my personal email that I use, of course, for iTunes stuff and everything. So yeah, it's really an awesome shortcut. Next, we have Take an Instagram Story. So pretty simple. It's a shortcut that allows me to quickly take an Instagram story photo and quickly share it in my stories part of Instagram. and it's just really easy to use and really fast, so you don't have to open the main Instagram app to take a story app and then swipe from left to right to add that story. So yeah, it's just an awesome way to add stories on Instagram really fast. Next, we have New Tweet. So New Tweet is a cool shortcut that allows me to quickly tweet on Twitter. So yeah, it's just a really easy way to tweet really fast. Since Twitter for some reason does not allow me, whenever I hard press on the app, have a new tweet area right there, which would be really easy. It will be really helpful for me and useful if they had that, but they don't. So there's a shortcut for that. I could quickly just now tweet something whenever I feel like tweeting something on Twitter. Next, we have Twitter News. So Twitter News, of course, just opens up the Explore part of Twitter without you having to, and just I like having it open just so I can find interesting tweets or interesting stories on Twitter that I could read, or maybe give me an idea of new videos I want to create on my channel here. So yeah, that's why I have the Twitter News shortcut right there, just to keep me informed and updated of what's going around in the Twitter universe. Next, we have Open an iMore. So Open an iMore in Apple News is a cool shortcut because it opens up iMore in the Apple News. So I don't have to go to Apple News and then search for the iMore section, and then I can quickly, and then I'm there to iMore. But with this shortcut, of course, I just tap it and then it opens it up automatically to the iMore part of an Apple News, which is just fantastic. So I could quickly see the latest iMore stories and see new interesting articles to give me ideas of new videos, or just learn some new stuff, what's going on in iOS or for the iPhone. Next, we have Bothie Video. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So Bothie Video, of course, is it opens up to the Pro Camera app installed on my iPhone. It's a cool app. I'll take you right there quickly. So the Pro Camera, you'll see it right there in the middle, is a camera app, of course. And so Bothie Video is a feature that allows you, of course, if you have the iPhone 10, 10s, 10R, 11, or iPhone 11 Pro Max, you can record using your camera in the back and your front-facing camera at the same time, which is, of course, really useful if you're maybe a vlogger and you can now quickly vlog with your iPhone with the front-facing camera and the back camera as well at the same time, so you could get your reaction for both sides, which is fantastic. So yeah, it just quickly allows me to open that part of the app, since Apple does not have that feature installed in their own camera app. Instead, they allow developers to play around with that in their own apps. Next, we have the Do Not Disturb timer. So this is a pretty simple shortcut. So whenever I'm recording a video or something, this shortcut is one I will use so I don't get disturbed whenever I'm screen recording and then doing a video as well. I just I just tap this one and it will run the shortcut, and of course I would let me choose how long I want it, for 10 minutes, or I choose the hours, of course. And then after the time has passed, it will automatically turn off the shortcut on its own, so you don't have to worry about that. So it's really cool. Next, we have Sunset Times. So Sunset Times is a cool shortcut that's not working right now. Don't know why, but it's not working. So Sunset Times, of course, allows you to see the sunset. So today the sun sets at around 6:30, which sucks because that means fall is coming, which is nice, of course, for photography and all that stuff. But that just means winter's coming and it's going to get really dark around 5 p.m. here for, 2 months, 3 months. So that sucks. So yeah, and then the next shortcut we have is Apple subreddit. So the Apple subreddit, of course, will open up. Doesn't want to work. Let's see if we could get shortcuts here. And there we go. So when I launch the Apple subreddits, it will open up the Apollo app, and then the Apollo app, it will take me directly to the Apple subreddit without me having to open the Apollo app and search for and then tap on the Apple subreddit. I could just quickly access that shortcut from there, and it'll open it up so I can see the new interesting stories for Apple stuff that I might not find on other news platforms, and I could quickly access it here. Some cool, interesting Apple stories right here. Next, we have, of course, in my dock, nothing has changed really there from the last video of what's on my iPhone 11. I have the Castro app, Twitter app, Instagram app, of course, and Halide or Halide, I don't know how to pronounce that app name. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And then, of course, nothing really has changed in my since my iPhone 11 in the back, in my folders. Still pretty much the same apps right there that I have. Of course, I'm playing around with Histamatic, which is a new camera app that the company behind Histamatic released a while back. They updated their app to a newer version with some new cool filters and camera rules that you could take these cool effects and share them on Instagram or other social networks. So next we have set brightness. So set brightness is a cool shortcut that allows you to set the brightness to depending on the battery life of your iPhone. So if we tap it right here, my battery life is 90%. So of course the brightness went to 90% right there as well. So it's just really cool. Next we have Open Ultra Photo. So Open Ultra Photo will open up my Moments app, and I have it preset so that whenever I tap it, it's already set up to only use the ultra wide lens on the iPhone 11, so I could quickly take some cool ultra wide photography. And so yeah, just my go-to shortcut whenever I want to use the ultra wide in Moments app. Next we have Random Music shortcut. So Random Music shortcut is just a shortcut I have whenever I'm really bored and I don't know what I want to listen to for music. I just tap that and I let it play whatever music I have on my iPhone, and boom, I'm just listening to music. 99 rental movie, of course, is a shortcut that allows you to find some cool 99 rental movies on iTunes. But for some reason, it doesn't work that well, this shortcut. I'm still trying to play around with it and fix it maybe. Because sometimes it doesn't show me the 99-cent rental movies. It shows me like maybe the $5 ones, $6. So yeah, I just want to try to fix that so I can see the 99-cent ones. And then we have Play Castro. So Play Castro is just a shortcut that allows me to play and continue off from whatever podcast I stop listening to. I could quickly just access it from here, and yeah, it will just quickly launch it, and I can start listening to the podcast episode from within the Castro app. Next, we have screen time. So screen time, of course, is a cool way to just look at your screen time on your iPhone. Oops. It opened up so many shortcuts right there, which is not cool. So let's try again. There we go. So screen time, of course, opens up directly to the settings app in screen time. So you no longer have to open the settings app and then search for screen time, and then you find your screen time information. You could quickly just tap from this shortcut, and boom, it runs it. It will take you directly to the shortcuts, to the settings part of screen time, which is really fantastic. Same goes with the camera shortcut here that I have here. So whenever I want to change the settings in my camera app, I just quickly open that shortcut, run it, and change the record video settings or the photo settings. And so yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. And then of course, same goes with Wallpaper. Another awesome shortcut I really like because I like changing my wallpaper a lot. And so yeah, just having this shortcut here is really, really fantastic. And it's just really fantastic because I could quickly just change the wallpaper. And that's pretty much it for. And so of course in the last part of the row there in my settings, my home screen there, we have of course the new Duet Cam app, which of course is an app that allows you only to record using the back camera and the front facing camera. So I've been playing around with that app a little bit more, of course. And of course we have the Apple Frames shortcut. So this, of course, if you take a screenshot on your Apple, on your iPhone, iPhone 11 or any other iPhone, or you maybe have a photo in your iPhone, you want to have like, you know, the iPhone model on your screen, and you could quickly add that photo to that model and have a screenshot with that iPhone 11, and you can post it on your blog or your Instagram, and it's just a really fantastic shortcut that looks really, really good, and it works. And then of course, and not least and not last, we have the search in Chrome. So search in Chrome is just a simple way just to quickly search for whatever I want in Google Chrome, or whenever I just want to read what's going on in the news as well from here. So yeah, that's pretty much it in my updated home screen on my iPhone 11. A lot has changed. I'm using shortcuts a lot more, and I think it's just gonna get better from here. I'm probably gonna be using a lot more shortcuts thanks to people like Federico Piccici behind Mac Stories and other Apple shortcuts bloggers who just write about shortcuts and talk about it. They got me really into it. And yeah, it's just a really easy way to use your iPhone. It's just another cool way to use your iPhone 11 and to get the most out of it as well of your iPhone 11. So yeah, really cool, and I can't wait to give you guys my next update of what's on my iPhone 11 video in the near future. So that's it for now, guys. If you guys enjoy this type of video, please do like the video because it does help. Or you can subscribe to the channel because that also helps. And that's it for now, guys. And as always, I will see you guys later. Peace.